The Joe Rogan Experience.
Listen, it was a long time coming. It's just I'm happy that it happened now. Because if it didn't happen, it would have been something else. I would have been in a grave.
Yeah.
Or somewhere else. Who the hell knows where they would have put me?
When did you start?
I've been fat my whole life. I've been thinking about losing weight for a long time, for probably about 30 years.
But when did you start losing weight? When?
Last March.
Last March. So
Yeah.
right around the pandemic. Right
Literally, right when it hit. My brand new baby and my wife, they were going to go to Colombia to show the child. You know, you have to show the child to the family. And it was around March 10th. We get to the airport. They wouldn't let my dog get on the plane because they didn't have the air conditioning didn't work in the galley or whatever that is. So we turned right back around and went home. And that's the day shit hit the fan. I was supposed to go on tour a week right after that. Everything done. I knew it was all going to be done. I was talking to my agent. He was like, yeah, this shit's going to be fine. Don't worry. They're going to still do the show in Hawaii. I was like, nah, watch. This shit's going to be fucking done. So bottom line is...
Why'd you think everything was going to get shut down?
I don't know. I had a feeling.
Intuition.
I had a feeling that this was just bigger than what it was. You know, than just... It just seemed fishy. Just seemed fishy.
Yeah.
So pretty much, I mean... To get the dog onto the plane, we had to put her on the scale because she was a little overweight.
What's overweight for a dog?
I'm not really sure. I think she looks great.
What is overweight for a dog, though? How do they decide that? Like, I used to have a dog that was 140 pounds. Was he overweight?
I don't think so. It's just jacked. This is that's all I think. If you're at a certain weight, you're just jacked. This dog is an English setter, supposed to have a little waist. And listen, she lost it a little bit. She lost herself. She's living in Brooklyn now, you know. She's not back where she's from.
Exercising.
It's different.
Yeah.
She's eating different foods.
Right.
Her metabolism changed.
Right.
So I don't blame her. So I dealt with it.
You fed her.
I feel her. And then I started losing weight because of her, because we both got on the scale. And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
What was the highest?
380 something.
Holy shit.
It was despicable. I didn't look it though.
Holy
I looked about
shit.
350. A fucking round ball of fucking meatball.
Yeah.
I was a fucking meatball.
Well, what was your health like? Like, what did it feel like walking around like that? Because this is the thing, man. People love to talk about like fat shaming.
Yeah.
And I know it's not good to make people feel bad, but
You have to.
But that
You have to shame me. I was shamed into this for sure.
it's unfortunate that you have to make people feel bad to start getting them to change. But sometimes, whether it's a person doing that to you or you just looking in the mirror and you feeling bad, that feeling is just reality. That's what that feeling is. Like, you can't fat shame you can't fat shame Jamie.
No.
He's not fat, right? So if you said, hey, Jamie, you're fat, like, it doesn't work.
Doesn't mean anything.
It only means something when it's real, and it's an indulgence thing. It's not a thing that you can't control. It's a hard thing to control. It's a hard thing to bounce back from, and that's what I'm most impressed with you. You've really bounced back. You've lost 130 fucking pounds, man. And we had a good workout today. We went over to the Onnit gym.
Yep.
Shout out to my man John Wolf.
Yes,
John Wolf's the master.
I love him.
How good is he?
I mean, I've watched him, and now that I met him, it's like all the pieces came together today for me.
He's one of the most knowledgeable trainers I've ever worked with in my life. He's amazing. And it's not just like meathead stuff. It's all about mobility and flexibility.
It was nothing meathead.
Yeah, nothing.
I mean, he could obviously lift a lot of weight.
Yeah.
He showed us he could do the 106 overhead press with nothing.
Yeah.
But it ain't about that. It's about being able to. It's fluidity. It's about using your body and using your muscles in a functional manner.
Yeah.
Not just.
He's all about longevity, and he's
Yes.
all about range of motion. His whole thing is about having you have like the full mobility of your body. It's all these flexibility things that we did, the hip things that we did, all that stuff, and it's all to strengthen the joints, stabilize your shoulders, stabilize all your joints, and he's just so good, so amazing.
The pre-workout that we did.
Yeah.
I was soaked. I was soaked
great.
before we started.
It was great.
It was unbelievable.
You're very strong though, man. You're really
appreciate
strong. It was interesting to watch you do it. Like, I can see, like, over this past year, you know, you've gotten your body to a really good place where, you know, you haven't just lost weight by dieting. You've been lifting weights. You've been exercising and pushing sleds. And I watch your Instagram, man. You're doing some wild shit.
For sure. I mean, these are the things that I always wanted to do. I always knew I could do this. I played football in high school, and I excelled in practice. Like, I liked doing that shit. I like drills. I like having an aim. The game, yeah, it's fun, but I like the practice stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I started losing weight by myself in my house, literally during the pandemic, just eating different. My wife, she was shaming me. Because she was, because we have a brand new child. She's like, what the fuck you doing? You want to be around here for our baby? Like, you want to take yourself away from us?
Right.
And that shit hit.
That's real.
It hit hard.
That's a real thing.
And not only that, like, I love life. There's no doubt about it. I've been going so fast for the past 10 years that I haven't really enjoyed myself. So this forced stoppage allowed me to really reassess my happiness. And I've regained everything, you know? It's not just fucking work, next thing. Of course, I'm an artist and my mind is always all over the place. I'm always thinking about something, you know? But this slowed me down. It allowed me to spend every moment with my brand new child, you know?
Yeah.
It was something that I didn't know I needed, but I needed that.
Yeah.
I needed it. And to regain my health, like, in this manner, man, it's... Like you said, I don't want to just lose weight. People could get the surgeries and all that shit. That ain't for me. I'm a worker.
The problem with the surgery,
I like hard work.
The surgery can help people, but it messes you up. And here, one of the things that happens is it diminishes your ability to absorb food. You can't have as much food, and it's harder for you to absorb nutrients.
I would never do that.
Yeah.
That was just never in my cards. It was never for me.
Good for you.
Yeah,
Good
hell no. Because I knew I did this to myself.
Yeah.
I have to fix it.
Yeah.
And I'm dedicated, you know? Like, I was talking to my boy, like, me and CC Sabathia were friends, and I was talking to him for a while. We would just text back and forth because he was a fat bastard too, and he changed his shit up. And we would just talk about how we want to be fucking jacked. We just want to be, we want to get, you know, strong and shit. And he put me on to my trainer that I was working with, Dave Palladino. And Dave is kind of, you know, he's like an old school meathead from the Jersey Shore, and I fucking love that. So we clicked, yeah, because I could have met somebody else and it wouldn't have clicked.
Right.
You know, like, I've worked out with other people, but it just wasn't. I almost don't want to let him down, you know?
Right.
Like like he's in The Sopranos or some shit. I swear. Maybe it's in my mind, but I have to. But it works that way.
Right, I know what you mean.
Yeah, he was showing me all. He's like fucking Joey Diaz,
Yes.
but jacked. I swear, that's who he is. That's what I was thinking about. I was like, yo, that's who this fucking guy is. Exactly him. He has the stories of the shore. He used to bounce all the clubs with the fucking fanny pack and the fucking... I don't want to mention what else, but, you know. Listen, he put me on to different types of training. He didn't just start me off with meathead stuff. We did the sleds. We did the torturous shit, the skier, the fucking, all that, the stepper. Oh, my God, fucking, that shit is torture, but I love it.
Catch new episodes of The Joe Rogan Experience for free, only on Spotify. Watch back catalog JRE videos on Spotify, including clips. Easily, seamlessly switch between video and audio experience. On Spotify, you can listen to the JRE in the background while using other apps and can download episodes to save on data cost, all for free. Spotify is absolutely free. You don't have to have a premium account to watch new JRE episodes. You just need to search for the JRE on your Spotify app. Go to Spotify now to get this full episode of the Joe Rogan Experience.